What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. It seemed like Charlie Clips may have opened up something and started something. Brother, you done went in them people's house, started the fight, and left. Yeah. So, Rosenberg Raw, Rosenberg Raw was on social media, and he was asked about the situation that went up with Charlie Clips in the battle, revealing to ARP in the battle rap community that Rosenberg Raw was plotting against him behind his back, giving secrets and planning on going to the URL. And as a result of that, in Charlie Clips' second round, when he was rapping, he texts ARP a message going into his third round that was very clever and creative. While going into the third round, when he texted him the message, what ended up happening while he texted him the message, he looks to ARP and say, check your message. After he got through exposing in the round that Rosenberg Raw was actually hating hard on, it's over. While Rosenberg Raw was actually hating hard on Rosenberg Raw was hating hard. Lakers just won, man. While Rosenberg Raw was hating hard on ARP now. I'm sorry, this Lakers game got me excited. Lakers just won. Draymond Green threw the ball away. Anthony Davis got it. With that being said, we need this win, man. Oh, they called the jump ball. Man. That was supposed to be an odd ball, man. They is tripping. 104, 101, 5 seconds left. Come on, Lakers, get the jump ball. Lakers ball. Game over. Let's go. Lakers won. We won. 1 second left. We won. Ball went out of bounds. Anyway, let's get to it. So Charlie Clips ends up texting ARP in his second round, going into his third round, a message, a screenshot of Rosenberg Raw hating on him and plotting on him and telling RBE secrets to the URL to sign to the URL. As a result of that, in the battle, when Charlie Clips was exposing this in the third round, you know, they usually save the third round for last, don't be the personals. So when he did this, what ends up happening is he ends up telling ARP, look at the message I just sent you in the middle of the battle. And you know ARP was going to do it too. ARP take his phone, go through it, and see what he sent in the screenshot. Nice setup by Charlie Clips. ARP face said it all. Rosenberg Raw face said it all. It was so impactful that Rosenberg almost choked going into his closing round after that exposing. And he said before, because the crowd was still going crazy, so Rosenberg Raw was like, calm down. I got a rebuttal for that. Only for him not to have a rebuttal for that. Whatever the screenshots was to back up what Charlie Clips was saying must have been true, because it definitely was hitting hard on that whole perspective of it. With that being said, following that, Rosenberg Raw is on social media. He's asked by someone about the situation. Rosenberg Raw let it be known like ARP was just trying to add himself in the battle because he already knew URL had offered me a contract. According to Rosenberg Raw, URL offered him after the Ill Will battle a 24-month deal, or a 12-month deal, or a 3-month deal, whichever one he preferred. According to whichever one he preferred. So according to that, after that, what ends up happening is he said ARP knew that. So why in the battle was he trying to act like Why in the battle he trying to act like he don't have no knowledge of it, or he don't know what's happening or what's going on. What's happening is he should have just said, he shouldn't even looked at his phone. Rosenberg was like, he shouldn't even looked at his phone. He already knew. But hold on, here's the thing. It wasn't just only ARP knowing what was being offered you. Charlie Clips added even more things by saying that it wasn't just he was offering you something. It was you also hating and telling RBE secrets and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So Clips added even that type of stuff, saying how you be hating on him behind the scenes. So it wasn't just the URL offering you something. It was other things that Charlie Clips was insinuating that you were given that you shouldn't have been given, seeing how much ARP been looking out for you and showing you love. So it was things like that. You know what I'm saying? It was things like that. So that was terrible. And it actually was bad. And I believe that's what caused him to lose that battle. That third round Charlie Clips did actually caused him to lose that battle, I believe. Now, here's the thing about ARP. At this point, ARP, you should already know the game. You should already know the fact that when the URL done with people, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come to you. The crazy thing about it is the URL lose people as a result of them not being good and productive on the URL. But it's crazy when they come to you, they do better than what they were doing on the URL, which makes the URL then be like, okay, so it's sort of like a punishment. Sort of like you the room. When the kid is on their best behavior, they get to stay in the house, in all over the house. That's the URL, the house. The room is RBE. When the child is acting up, go to your room until you get yourself together. Think about what you just did. That's what the URL do. Send them to their room, which is RBE, to think on how they got in that room to get yourself together. That's what it is. That's why RBE do the blue room. That's the boo-hoo room, where all the crying go on at. That's what they do. They go to the room, they think about what they did, and when they get their act right together, they're allowed to come back in the house, over the house. That's what happens when the URL get rid of people. They go to RBE, he give them a bag, they do their best work on his platform. The URL watch how many times they do good, then they give them a call back. Hey, so you ready now? You got it together? Okay, come on back now. Thing about it is, ARP, don't get attached. You have to understand at this point how these battle rappers try to use you and what their main objective of where they want to go and be. You can't be ignorant of that at this point. You know they're going to say whatever to you just so that you could provide a way for them where they can keep making money because the URL ain't giving them checks. But you have to know what the whole motive and intention behind it, to the point that they have their mind and heart set on going into the URL. And you can't blame them, because if I was a battle rapper, I would want to go on the URL too. That's where the best talent at. For the most part, that's where the bigger check at. You know, that's where it's at. If you want to sharpen your skills and build up a powerful resume and compete against the best in the world, and you want as many eyes on you as possible, well, that's not true no more now since the app. But for the most part, the URL is where you want to be if you want to be locked in the cage with them killers. As a result of that, as a result of that, um, don't be so attached. Don't attach yourself to these brothers, man. Keep it business. You already see what they own. Over and over again, they backstab you. Over and over again, they use you. But it's okay. It's a business. Just keep it business, man. Because that's also one of the reasons why they able to come on your platform and do good. Because it's strictly business. And if you keep it strictly business and don't be attached to them, you'll continue to get good, productive battles. Because once you start befriending people and making yourself accessible to them and kicking it with them a lot, then they're going to get comfortable in their rounds to the point where they feel like they could just give you anything. But when you distance yourself and you keep it business, they tend to want to do better for your approval, to get your respect, and to get you to a point where you can keep booking them in to help build their names up. So don't be attached to these brothers, man. It is what it is. You know, this ain't the first. And these brothers want to make up and want to have an excuse and reason to jet. But like you said, hey, I ain't with holding people down. If you want to go eat, go eat. You want to get money, go get money. What I don't get about Rosenberg Raw is you don't got to be sneaky about it because ain't Rare Breed your home league. Well, according to the URL contract, you can continue to battle on your home league. They know they want to sign you from RBE, knowing that's your home league. Then that shouldn't be something to argue about. You should be able to do them both, and that puts yourself in a good situation. But don't lie about it. Just be real about it. Like, look, URL offered me the 2-year deal. I'm considering taking it. I'm considering taking it. You my home league, so I still can be with you too. And that's the thing that these battle rappers got to be man enough to do. Learn how to talk. Y'all ain't finna put me in the middle of y'all feud and y'all arguments. You know what I'm saying? But ARP understanding about that man ain't finna. Look, the man already on record saying he ain't gonna stop nobody from getting money. So I don't see why people can't talk to the man. I talk to him. Again, and you got to establish yourself and let let URL know, like, look, RBE is my home league. You want to sign me to a 2-year deal? Okay, I get it. But according to y'all, we can stay at our home league also and do battles on. Okay, that's my home league. And even if it wasn't, I'm saying it is. That's my home league. I'm telling you it is. You know it is. That's why I get booked the most. That's my home league. But I don't see why it'd be a problem. Anyway, with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. ARP. Don't get attached.